For the first time, I'm trying to stream onto YouTube as well. I mainly do that for replay purposes. My reason for streaming to YouTube is not to stream to YouTube per se, because I enjoy Twitch. I think Twitch is a better platform for community interaction, and it's a better platform for saving and storage information below the stream and stuff. But I believe YouTube is a whole lot better experience when you re-watch the stream. I think YouTube is a better player for past streams. Obviously, I will also keep an eye out on the chat on YouTube, but in general, I will be focusing on Twitch because, yeah, that's where I have all the graphs, and you can follow my runs. I update on how much we make, how much we lose, and stuff like that. I can't really do that on YouTube. So basically, that is why my main focus will be on Twitch. But I do appreciate the whole YouTube idea of having past streams, people being able to go back and see how we done in the past, see what kind of stuff I mined, where I mined. Sometimes I will have other players on the stream. We'll talk about how we see the game and like what we learned. I've been in the game for a long time. A lot of my friends in the game has been here for a long time and have a lot of knowledge. So we're trying to share that as much as we can. Anyways, today we're gonna go on another run here. We'll probably just make a couple of level 2 amplifiers, and I'll go to see if I can find some Sandarium. I can't really work out whether it's good mining or bad mining right now, but yeah, I will take a look and make a judgment then. I'll just make sure that everything is in order here, because now that I stream on YouTube as well, I need to make sure that it updates all the channel titles and stuff. So I'll just quickly get that sorted, and I'll craft a couple of amplifiers, and yeah, we'll go on a run and see how we do. As you know, if you follow on Twitch at least, we're doing quite well. We are up, we are up about 500 pets so far on the last 3 weeks. Of course, it hasn't updated here. So now I will have to do it here. Entropia mining challenge. Oh yeah, I have to have attacks of Entropia Universe. There we go. I think that's about right. Yeah. So I can't really faff about more with that right now. Don't get me wrong, but I tried to fix as much as I could before I went live, but yeah. Not everything apparently can be prepared. Oh, I need to get a couple of survey probes. And Mrs. maybe, Miss Joe, thank you. The interest grows indeed. So let's... Oh, stop! No, I can't stop it. God. Oh, phew, no success. I always use... Oh my god, hang on, I got a call here. And I'm back, sorry about that. Yeah, it happens occasionally. As much as I want to shut the whole world out here when playing, it's not always possible. So we'll make a few, probably has enough energy matter residue for one more here. Oh, we do. There we go. Also one, yeah, 16 pet isn't unreasonable. Get rid of the old amplifiers from the last run. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go look for some Sandarium here. I focus on Margot. That's pretty much all there is to this game in my opinion. Obviously getting Mindark to pay us for playing their game seems like a fool's errand. So this whole green area here has Sandarium. So that's what we're gonna find. Last Sandarium ingot we sold at 1300%, 1333%, that's very good. It's hard to lose money if we can actually find that. Yeah, I'll just drop all the way out here and then turn around and go back. I had the best results using a level 2 amplifier. Obviously, unamped should work fine as well for Sandarium. But we had the level 2 amplifier and we found 3 stones one afternoon. We mined for Sandarium. So might as well just stick with a winning strategy here. So obviously this kind of game playstyle here, to many people will seem boring, but I think it's a whole misconception that in this game, I think most people join this game to make a bit of money, and they join because of the idea that they can actually make money playing a video game. That is at least what is being sold. The whole backside to the story on Entropia that isn't really being told is you cannot make money doing what you want exactly. You need some kind of discipline. You need to play it a bit slow. You need to take your time. You can't really push too hard. Hang on, just split. This here, so actually I can keep a track on how much we spent. There we go. So the backside to this story here is you need discipline. You need to focus on what you know. You need to use your knowledge to be able to actually make money off this. You can't just go out and hunt whatever you want whenever you want. You need to work out whether or not what you generate of this game, what you loot, has value above the base value. I have an approach to this game and it has served me well in the past. Mindark won't pay me to play their game. No one will. They provide a service and an entertainment, and you then have to make other people pay for your gameplay. This is effectively a competition against other players. So we want to loot stuff that we are able to sell and provide our service to other players that can then in turn net us a supply. I got a message from Bubba, another player in game. We've been talking a lot about whether there's a loot 2.0 system in game, whether or not that has been implemented for mining. And I was pretty sure that it had, because I somehow felt that variance had gone down. I didn't feel like the swings were as violent as they were in the past. He said that he didn't believe so, and he sent me a link where MindArc actually said that Loot 2.0 has not been introduced yet for crafting and mining. That basically means we can experience the same violent swings as we have in the past. But they did say, though, they had taken measures to decrease variance. So obviously the swings are probably going to be bigger than when Loot 2.0 is being introduced to the rest of the universe, but I definitely still believe that the swings are not as violent as they used to. But in theory, we can experience a massive loss for a longer period of time, only to see it paid back within a few days. Squirky little bird. I'm still here setting up a few things. Holy moly, we got a massive glossarium, 984 pet. So yeah, we even finished our glossarium challenge there. Well, just as me saying swings won't be as violent, we hit something like that. We're probably gonna have to pay that back later. But yeah, feels good, man. So I guess we won't be missing pets for a long time. Our bankroll suddenly got boosted to 5k there. We were at approximately 4,000. Started out at 3,600. Ikaro, Kuchijama, thank you. Pretty damn crazy. And I'm not gonna stop now. I just need to mine. I need to continue. But we are definitely doing very well suddenly. Yeah, number 4. That's pretty damn good. So the bankroll is settled. We have no worries anymore, pretty much. Oh, it was a taxed land area as well. Oh, my bones are hurting right now. Oh, I gotta be happy. It's hard getting these big loots in something that has markup, and it's hard hitting them exactly when you want to. You just have to settle for be happy here. I actually just celebrated a almost 1,000 pet huff. Less than I would celebrate finding a Cenarium stone. Yeah. So yeah, we are now 10% towards the land area. We're getting closer. Oh, good times. Makes you feel good. Maybe you can get Mind Arc to pay you for playing. We're definitely running on average right now over what we were supposed to. We do try and make the best decisions, and in theory, it is possible to run or having a return rate higher than 100% in theory. Yeah. We do stay out of areas that someone else has just mined. We do try and adjust ourselves to the general state of the universe, trying to focus on making good decisions, even when it's hard decisions. Oh, we got a modest Sandarium. That is really, really good. So this run is just gonna be a total blast here. Like, we're gonna really, there's 2 stones here, 2 stones of Sandarium. We're gonna be presenting a massive surplus of pet after this run here. These 2 stones here on their own is 50 pet at least. This isn't, when we refine it, it's gonna go about 1,000. So yeah. Now, if we get another modest Sandarium here, I will definitely consider amping up, because there was I think it might have been Bobber as well, who told me that he found 3 Sandarium stones, using a DA class amplifier, I believe it was. And if you can, at this, like, you might not always be able to find Sandarium in those quantities, but if you can right now, like, I will definitely let myself humble by the universe and admit, hey, something is wrong here. I'm going about this the wrong way. You need to be able to adjust. You can't get too proud and say, oh no, I said that you can't, so you can't. Like, if something changes and indications are that you can do better by being wrong, then you better be wrong real quick. I actually haven't put any music on. I can do a little music, I believe. do I see? Down listening history. I really like the. Wow, that's loud. There we go. I really like the playlist we listened to last time we streamed. That was a pretty good playlist. Two Centurium stones and 980. 84 pet glossary. What an insane day already, and we've been going for 20 minutes. Already 1,000 pet profit. Probably need to in my streaming software there is an app or widget or whatever they call it that allows me to use music that isn't copyrighted. Like, this shouldn't be copyrighted, but I'm not sure. It would actually limit the replay value if there's copyrighted stuff in there. What an insane. Massive. So that's like 420. No, that's more. It's like 600 pet base value. So it is one of those quarterly finds. So, Babatron, I just mentioned you actually, just saying that with the whole loot 2.0. Yeah, I'm gonna grind for a land area. Yes, that is why I'm here. Gonna grind it out, gonna make enough for a land area, and then we're gonna do shit on it. Probably have a party and dance around in our underwear or something. Nobody can tell us what to do. I saw that there was a guy on Planet Calypso forum that said he would sell a land area at 50k. So I think that's possible. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, as I said, I talked about that you sent the message there that Loot 2.0 wasn't implemented for mining and crafting, and I went read up on it, and you're actually you're right. You're absolutely right. Loot 2.0 has not been introduced for mining and crafting. They said though that they had limited variants, so I guess it's not as the swings shouldn't be as violent as they were in the past, but it's definitely not gonna be the same returns. But we'll see when they come out with it, hopefully soon. Yeah, 50k. There was a guy selling a land area at 50k. I believe it was some shit land area. It didn't have any DNA, or it was one of these something here. One of the old land areas, no DNA, no teleporter, nothing out in nowhere. But yeah, just buy it and see. Barren lands, exactly. But we'll get our hands dirty and build something from him. Damn, that's a lot of fruit. I think we can, even with a barren land area, buy some cheap DNA, have some events, some hunting competitions. Like, I'm not going to be making any tax really from it, so besides covering the costs, obviously it won't be my own money that's been put into it. If, like, it's still a long way, but with the little huff we got today, we're 10% there, right? I probably need to make a goal, actually. I need to make a bar or something that shows how close, like how we're progressing towards the goal. Do it. You're damn right I'm gonna do it. It's gonna take a while though. How long do I think 50k will take? It's very hard to say. At least a year. At the current level we're at here. And it might actually take longer. So far we're presenting approximately 150, maybe 200 pets a week in surplus. So we profit 200 pets each week. So yeah, 52 weeks a year, that's 10k. Obviously when we get more of a bankroll, we can do other stuff. We can go to other planets, start to increase. At some point we might actually as well buy an unlimited amplifier, or like go for something that can enhance our spending and in turn enhance our profits. But at a bankroll right now at 5k, I can't take those kind of chances, because there's too big a risk that we'll just go broke. $5k is nothing really, that's very true. I was thinking about starting out with more, but I wanted to make the challenge so people could relate, so someone could say, well, I could come up with that kind of money, I could do that as well. It's like, if he can do it, I can do it. That was the idea of it. So I didn't want to like start out with $1,000 or something like that. I think as a low-level player, you are able to grind out 3600 pet if you commit a bit of time to it and you play smart. There's a lot of good stuff you're getting from all those missions and stuff. Found it? Yes, we found 2 stones of Sandarium. So on this run alone, we are already around 1,000 pet profit. Pretty insane. Definitely gonna be the biggest run we've had on the entire stream so far. And we're not even 30 minutes in. Well, normally it goes downhill from here. So I'm a bit pessimistic sometimes, but yeah, I don't think we'll. I don't know why I shot that one. For some reason I just felt like I needed to loot him. Even like these 2 Sandarium stones alone here, they're gonna ensure that we have 10% average markup on everything we find. So everything we find from here is just profit. That is just insane. Markup is, the last ingot I sold of Sandarium was 1333%. So technically, can we sell this at 1333? I did calculate it at 1000%, but can we sell it at 1333? It's a 60 pet profit, 60 pet markup, yeah. Pretty good. Actually 65. It just goes to show how powerful these rare stones are and how powerful markup is. You can go watch any hunter stream for 12 hours, hunt mid-sized mobs and not loot half of that markup. That was also why I thought that mining would be the best way to go around the challenge. Obviously, if this challenge goes well and we finish off, oh, probably if we do, if we succeed, I'll look into doing the same hunting. That's gonna be harder though. You're off Bobotron? Well, I see you. Do some workout. Yeah, you definitely need to do that. Need to stay in shape. See you, man. Take care. Oh, Rude. And these Armatrix series, as you know, I had a friend on stream here. We were out hunting and he needed a gun and I went looking on some guns. Those Armatrix series are extremely powerful. Wow. That is an insane line of weapons they introduced into the game there. They have completely taken over the gun market. Insane efficiency and insane damage per second. All in all, just pretty insane gun. All of them compared to the peers. Yeah, I'm trying to use the finisher here. It's even more eco. But it really is a bad habit just finishing it off with the way too high damage sword there. It's just pure loss. Losing money each time. Skill boost, 55%, that's pretty good. As I said, if you just tuned in, I found a software or a site called restream.io that allowed me to stream onto both Twitch and YouTube on the same time. So I'm streaming to YouTube as well. That means all my past videos are gonna be put up there. I mean, should you need to check, did I run a stream and you wanted to see what areas I mined, or just follow the journey? I would definitely recommend using YouTube for it. It is, in my well, choose whatever replayer you want to watch it again. But personally, I enjoy using YouTube a lot more for videos. I think Twitch is great. It's the best, without a doubt, place to build a journey like this. You can have the chat interaction feels better, more integrated. It's easier for me to add photos, have the graph showing below the stream, links and polls and stuff like that. Memes. Oh, I forgot to put up a new meme today, actually. I need to do that. And stuff like that. It's just better on Twitch. But for replay purposes, I do think YouTube is better. So yeah, I'll definitely recommend you following that channel if you ever feel like you might watch it again on a later time. And I think that there's nowhere near enough content from the Entropia universe on YouTube. I think it has very little Entropia content compared to how much this universe has really been out in the media, and like how much talk there is. And I would say, if you ask the majority of gamers, they at least know what kind of items were sold in Entropia. They might not exactly be able to name the game, but they know that this game where items are extremely expensive and you can make money playing. So I think in the consciousness of most gamers who's been here for the last 10 years know that Entropia is out there. They just really don't know to go about it, and seem a bit ridiculous that people are paying this kind of money for virtual items, but they know it's there. I think we need more stuff on YouTube, really. Base. On space. I thought he said on base. All our base belongs to us. Man, I can't wait to update the bankroll now. It's gonna skyrocket. Probably do it after the stream here, just to show it off. Pretty insane. Well, we knew it was coming. I've said it all along. On average, we're gonna have these runs, make a little profit, very little profit, over a longer period of time, and then we're gonna hit some big huffs, and it's gonna take off, and it's gonna do that several times before we're done. On average, we're gonna lose these 10-40 pets, have those runs in where we make 100 pets once in a while, or maybe make a few pets if we find enough Cenarium like we do here, but just hover around, money back, making a little, and then once in a while we're gonna hit these huffs here, and we are just gonna be flying. That's how Entropia goes, at least if you that was how it was when I played in the past as well. had those even runs. Obviously, I had a unlimited amplifier and I had a lot of good stuff, so I was pretty much able to run making a bit of pets every time. But my the big quantities of profit came from those Hall of Fames or really good finds for a very short period of time. It's really how the mechanism is. Obviously, hopefully, they're gonna implement Loot 2.0 into mining soon, and it's gonna be more stable. Your skills will feel more useful because you'll be able to consistently win if you're good enough. Rather than now, you can be the best player in game and still lose money for 2 months, only to see it all come back within a short period of time. If you cycle enough, the way we play here, we shouldn't experience that, but we might. There will definitely be a period at one point where it doesn't, like we had that last week. Like, it didn't matter what we did, you just couldn't succeed. Like, we couldn't make money if our life depended on it, because simply our returns for that week was just set to be very low. So it didn't matter what we did. But we can't get discouraged by that. We knew it was gonna happen. Just had to continue making right decisions and yeah, believe in ourselves. Push through it. Tanashi, welcome back, man. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're well. We are so far having a really good day, actually. We started out hitting a 984 pet off, and then 3 claims after that. We hit Sandaria more, maybe only 2 claims later. So yeah, we are golden on this run here. The bankroll is gonna take off. Yeah, it is very nice. Can't wait to update the graph below. It's gonna be a big jump. Happened sooner than I expected. We've only been, what is this, week 5? So yeah. Actually, I need to just put the SNAS thingy on here. So we can see how long we've been going. Chronos. There we go. I need to stop Windows from sending me a message every time I get an email. It's really annoying. It pops up on screen. So our hit rate is pretty low today. But sizes are decent, so we'll survive. Well, I should say sizes are pretty damn massive. Not on average though. Your hit rate yesterday and today is a joke. Hopefully you'll hit something as well. You will. Might not. If your hit rate is low and you feel like mining is really bad, it rarely comes out of the blue. If you mine for a long time and your hit rate is bad, it's probably not gonna happen. That's my experience anyways. We hit our HOF just at the beginning of our run. I don't think that's unusual. That you get it right there and then it can just go face down from there, go down. But if you mine for a long time and you haven't really hit anything, I know it sounds a bit discouraging, but probably better just taking a break or doing something else, go a bit of a hunt to trade or do something else, go exploring. Because when it's bad, it's just bad. Take a break, or yeah, maybe even take a break from the game as a whole, take a couple of days off and come back, and things very often have changed. Trying this, unfortunately, is not the type of game if you enjoy making a bit of pet. Unfortunately, there are periods of time where you simply can't do that. That's actually probably the most difficult skill in this game. It's knowing when you beat, basically. Say, okay, I really want to play, but I also know I don't enjoy losing, so I'm better off taking a break. That's the difficult part of this game. Because you can get so hooked, you want to play all the time, and you feel like it's just around the corner and you deserve and all those kind of things, but the game is what it is, and it gives what you want to give you. Hey Kujiyama, how deep is the finder? This finder is average search depth is 1000 meters. It is a TerraMaster 8. Fortunately, I don't max it out for it matters. It's a bit of a shame. But I never really minded matter much. So, but Spencer, I can find oil with that thing. I can find a lot of oil. I have found. No, yeah, I found oil. I found oil with this one as well. Fortunately, I can't really find enough beans with it. I need to use the L30 for that. Yeah, it's actually a really good finder, the TerraMaster 8. It has better economy than the VRX. Oh, we found a large. Has better economy than the VRX 3K I used to use as well. So yeah, it's a pretty good finder. We'll see. I'll burn out this amplifier and maybe continue a bit more with one more, and then I'll consider going someplace else. We might not find more Sandorium here. Come back to the rest of the southern part later, maybe. You want to use that bad boy as well? I'll definitely recommend it. Like, it was this is one of the things in Entropia I still remember is when back then it was the VRX 3K, the TerraMaster wasn't in game back then. And I didn't max 1000 meters average search depth when it came out. I had a learning period on it. And I remember when I maxed it out, it was a really, I felt like, okay, now I'm an Uber miner. Back then there wasn't a lot of people that maxed out those kind of finders. It was not very many. So yeah, that was a pretty big deal. It's good having goals, healthy goals like that, as long as you don't try to force it. Powertron, I thought you were going to the gym. Why are you still here? Go work those legs after sitting down the entire day, most likely. You're not the gym, you do some really nice workout at home. You would be amazed on what you can do with your body. Yeah, you can definitely do that. I haven't been to the gym. I had some back and knee problems and stuff. I've been very active in my life. Not anything serious, but it definitely once in a while act out. So I haven't been a member of a gym for a couple of years. And you can, I normally do some trekking, some running and some bicycling and stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Yeah, but Spencer, I'm not surprised. I don't think it really qualifies as workout though. There was a couple of those 30 seconds it take for you to knock one out. Cardio training is really nice, yeah. Love to run. Actually, some friends started at CrossFit. I did it in the past as well. I worked in a place where that was pretty much the easiest, most convenient way of working out. It's a decent. I'm not the type where the whole hyped up, overexcited type. So yeah, I was actually struggling once in a while in CrossFit because those people who are there are very energetic and very enthusiastic about everything. You'd love to run, but it's still cold outside. Yeah, I try to take it easy when it's too cold outside. Yeah, CrossFit can seem like an ADHD training camp once in a while. It's a bit over the top, and I don't. Yeah, I was in the military for a very long time, and obviously CrossFit comes from that. And that's always some ways the way they train, which sometimes makes me cringe because I don't think it's very healthy all the time the way they do it. Obviously they do it with very low weights, so the risk of you getting injured from it is marginal unless you push yourself too far. But it's great training, and I want to get up there with my friends because we're 4 friends who do a lot together. And we could pretty much be throwing rocks in the backyard and it would still be entertaining. Yeah, you could do a 24-hour challenge, but Spencer. Now we need an empty salt bottle emote. Oh man, I completely forgot about this song here. This is so legend. Well, the beat at least. This is some kind of mix-up. Can you find that special ore with level 32? Yes, you. Oh, level 3. I think that's difficult. Obviously, you can find it, but your claim rate is going to be so low. I think you're going to have a hard time sustaining yourself doing it. If you're at level 3, I would definitely recommend just going for in matters. Go on in matters, you'll get cross skills, you'll get skills that reach into ore as well. Just go to Chinook, work out some good time schedules for when it's not too overly crowded there, and go mine some gas and lubricant and send it over to Bud Spencer, but mine some gas and lubricant, mine Chiphonic steam. Oh, level 3 amplifier. You're not that fresh off the boat. Sorry about that. I should have known, Bubba. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, you can. Personally, I use the level 2 because that's the one who worked for by far the best for me so far. Personally, I don't like the level. The only amplifiers I like is the ones I can create myself, which is level 2s. And then it's level 5s because they're the lowest markup. Level 3, 4, 2, if you're meant to buy, if you buy those, they're at 105%. That means I pay 2% more than I pay on anything else. And yeah, you know how I feel about markup. It's something I'm trying to avoid as much as I can. I do accept it as a legitimate way of enhancing my gameplay, but I definitely need to make sure that I can make the money back. The only thing creating in creating level 3 is basic sheet metal. Yeah, I use that in level 2 as well. Yeah, probably need to look into getting a level 3 blueprint then. If I haven't looked into what it takes, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of cheap. Blauslust basic sheets. Wow, I definitely need a level 3 blueprint then. Blouse Listerium and basic sheet metal and survey probes. That's pretty cool. Level 3 is a great amplifier for pretty much anything. I can't remember. I remember back when they were all amp level 3, but I don't know how it is now. It might be crisscrossed with when they merged the matter and ore amplifiers. I wonder how much a blueprint for a level 3 amplifier is. I'll need some QR on it. I'll need at least 50 QR or something. So it's gonna be an investment at one point. Oh, it uses magnesium? Yeah, that sounds right, Tanashi. I'm pretty sure if it's, I believe it is the old level 3 ore amplifier at 114 pet trade terminal value. And I know that one, and I believe that's the level 3 today, and it uses magnesium. Magnesium used to be extremely expensive, but these days it's cheap, so it's not going to be a problem. So not worth it. I think it uses quite a lot. I might be completely off here, but I think it's something like 60 magnesium. There's quite a lot of magnesium, but it's 110%. Really, 111. So it went up a little because it used to be 106. Yeah, then I would probably also just sell it rather than using it myself. I can live with using a little listeners gel once in a while, but that's it. Oh, it's only 11 ingots? Okay. Oh, 11 ingots you mean? Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, it's definitely something you need to calculate how much in markup you pay on each click, because you're gonna spend approximately 3 clicks just getting one amplifier. So yeah. And if you just if you spend 1 pet in markup just creating the amp for just the magnesium alone, and you have to pay 2%, which is 2 pet for the residue as well, well, then you're kind of close to almost just be able to pick them up for in bulk value at the same or cheaper price. And then comes the sheet metal on top. It's very, margins when it comes to crafting is extremely thin. Level 2 is better, yeah. I did a quick check, like I didn't do any precise crunching numbers or anything, but the check I did on level 2 was that they were selling at 106%, 105, 106%, and yeah, it was definitely worth just crafting them myself. Because it was only a listener's gel that really has markup, and obviously the residue I buy. Pick it up. There we go. Yeah, it's only Belcar's sheet metal, and the sheet metal is using Belcar and a listener's gel, I believe it is, or something. So that's pretty much all trade terminal value stuff, except for the listener's gel that's 110%. I don't think we're gonna get any more Sonorium here. There was this one dude who found a 1k Dianthus yesterday. Really? Wow. Now that is a that's a good find. That's 145%, right? That's when stuff starts to get funny. Generating 500 pet markup just like that. 145, I believe it is. Or is it at 240 now? If it's 240, we're definitely going Dianthus mining. Wow. I'll need to check that, because if it had gone up that much, I saw that the auction was pretty thin when it came. Okay. Yeah, I saw that the auction was pretty thin, so I wouldn't be surprised if price slowly went up. Your gold card is destroyed? I had a gold card. The first thing I did was downloading the app. Can you push one last 150%? Yeah. No, don't worry about it. I get it then. I get stuff all over. There's a bunch of numbers in this game. But Spencer, see if you can push one last number from the gold card reader, and then go activate the app for your phone real quick. You don't want the app? Well, then you don't want Entropia. Or you just need to wait until you get a new app. Is really good. I was really surprised as well. I was hesitant, but through my type, I'm burned through quite a lot of gold card readers. The battery didn't last for so long, so I spent a lot of gold card readers. So I felt okay. Might as well just go with the app here, because normally what happens is the gold card reader at one point breaks, and then I can't log in for the game for weeks. It was really annoying. Yeah, it sucks, but you might just have to surrender. I was talking earlier on the stream about humbling yourself, and sometimes just go with the flow, you know, and you know it's right, so you gotta do it. I think we're gonna go Beaton's Island to soothe Bud Spencer's pain here. Just gonna pick up a level 5 amplifier. We'll definitely want to go hard there. Being both a listeners and Beans. Just need to sell some of the garbage here. Write this down. Can I find Ganganite on Calypso? Yes, you can. There's I know one place, and that is the PvP down here. I think the southern area all the way around here has Ganganite. You can mine this Brem here all the way down, just on the border of PvP, and mine Ganganite. That's the only place I really know. Apparently you're supposed to be able to find all PvP ores in all PvP zones. I'll probably see the Antus go up a bit here. I don't think there was a lot in. It seems to repopulate it itself. You sent them support, yeah, it really sucks. Now you have to wait for them to reply, and then they'll have to send you a new one and stuff. I've been there. Go to the best store on Calypso for best priced level 5 amplifiers here. Oh yeah, that's right, the level 3 blueprint takes Ganganite as well, doesn't it? Or am I wrong? It used to, at least. I know that. Lystblausennacht, okay. Pretty sure it used to though. Don't feed the animals. Just had to fix some stream stuff there. So we're going with the DSEG L30 this time. We know it works. Wow, 14. Oh, by the way, I should have gotten the Blouserium mission again. Need to do that when I get in. It's actually level 3 now, I believe. Yeah, I need to go get that one. Oh wow. Yay, we level 60 bullet sniper. Another large here, so we continue. Well, we have had a pretty long dead period, so it probably just brings us back up to even. But yeah, we are doing okay. I wanted to use my finisher and I forgot. Oh, well, I remembered too late. The infamous Serenity, thank you very much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't really. I don't just look at chat. I saw it too late to congratulate you on the follow to the most awesome channel on the Entropia Twitch. Appreciate it. It's good having you here. Oh yeah, we found oil. Feels bad, man. go get a water real quick. Beans! Good times. Pleasant surprise to return to. And on top of that, I remembered I had some cookies in my fridge as well. So it's a complete win-win-win. It's really weird, and I'm not sure it's a completely rational feeling, but I actually feel better finding Centurium, Solis Beans, and all these kind of high markup stuff more than hitting that 914 pet off and 980 pet off. Don't get me wrong, this is good. This is instant money in the bank. And as I said, it probably isn't a rational feeling, but I do feel better finding high markup stuff. Feel better. Feel good, man. Hey Amadi, no I don't always mind. Right now I have a level amplifier on a preamp finder. So it's free pet or drop on this one. But I very often mine unamped. But this area here can definitely sustain higher amplifiers as long as I can get them at a good price. And I pay 102.99% for level 5 amplifiers, and this area on average I can probably generate around 110% markup, so we should be good. But let's say for the Centurium area, if I go for Rugerits and Redolite, I very often go unamplified for ores, or maybe a level 1 or level 2 amplifier at most. Personally, I would say if I were low on pets, of course I'm not broke, but you know what I mean. No, what I meant to say is, if you want to make the most, if you want to generate the highest profit, yeah, I would definitely go unamplified. You keep it small and hit the rare ones. Yes, exactly. That's what I do. When I mine unamped in Chinook Jungle, I can find Rugerits as well. And one Rugerit stone is 15-18 pet, so that can pretty much save an unamplified run just by finding one stone. When it goes to Centurium, you got a whole lot better average return rate for Centurium unamplified compared to a level 5 amplifier, in my opinion anyways. And I think we've proven it a few times on stream. So yeah, that's definitely the most stable way of sustaining yourself in this universe. It's going with unamplified, because you don't pay any markup of really any importance. Yeah, Tritonite especially, and Rugerits. Personally, I've never found them. I do know people who have found it with a level 3 amplifier. Strakan, you have some problems with the client loader. Hope to log in ASAP. You know what? I'll definitely recommend that. Personally, I'm doing quite okay. I found 2 Sanarium stones and had a 984 pet huff. So yeah, it's pretty damn good. You mostly mine with D-class amps, and at the moment you use them with a preamp finder, but the claim is hardly bigger. Well, on average you'll see that the claims are bigger, but I don't like amplifiers I have to pay 105% for. Thank you, Striken. Personally, I would use the D-amp. If I was to go big amps, I would go with the D-amp as well. And that has been the one I've been using in the past when I do need that bit more punch. But personally, if I was to do that all the time, I think I would have a hard time generating a stable profit. What's the problem with the client loader? That's a good question. Probably the same as Gold Card, maybe. It's not responding? You had the same issue. I've had that in the past, but normally it solves itself when I close it and open it back up. Oh, you did freak wrong codes. That sucks. I think you can reset that though. I would get it fixed fast, Dragon, because mining is amazing. We're hitting left, right and center. It's gold. Oh, we haven't found it. But it's quite good. Oh, there we go. You locked in. Yeah, it's really annoying when it won't let you log in. I've had those problems in the past as well, where it just you type everything in correctly and it still says that you're logged in, and or type something wrong or something. Nice little mini there. Yeah. If you've been delayed in your login process for much longer, you would start having shakes and feel bad going into withdrawal. Wow, 32 pet, 31 pet attracts. When it rains, it pours. Yeah. Yeah, the client loader and the client on its own definitely seem to have a few bugs here and there. But I don't think it's too bad, considering it's a small company and stuff like that. Been surviving through the ages. Everything from Windows, what is that? Windows 2000 or whatever it was called, up until now. Probably a lot happened on the back end side. Oh, that's a summon. I'll just get another water. I finished that one real quick. It was thirsty. I probably should craft a few level 1 amplifiers on a bit of condition. I don't think they use any type of mineral stuff or basic bearings. What does basic bearings take? I need to look into that. Because if they use stuff that comes out of the trade terminal all the way around, otherwise I would just have put in trade terminal. Probably be a good thing. Making a few. So you're saying Huff list doesn't suggest good binding, but maybe it's coming. I would say it was. I said it when I logged in, actually, just when I started the stream. I said this is one of those weird days where it doesn't look completely horrible, but it doesn't look great either. It's one of those days it can swing both ways. Both ways. To us, at least, it swung to the good side. Like this is one of the days you can actually do okay. I believe. Oh, God. So it seems to have died a little on us here. Oh, these stupid buggy mobs. Like when they were fixing that, I saw they patched the universe today, and they fixed that whole limited armor bug that allowed you to use limited items for a limited time. They should have fixed something like that as well. They need to fix these kind of things. It's really annoying you're not able to hit back on the mobs that attacks you. Yeah, it just seem a bit slow. Does feel good mining though. So therapeutic almost. So probably I haven't had much luck up here, so I see no point in continuing up here. Obviously the whole island has solid beams, but there's no point in going up here. I know the last 10 times I've been up here, I've had a very bad hit rate and I mainly hit oil, so, and stupid stuff. I don't really want Milky Crystal as well. So I'll probably just continue around this way here and do a jump over here and then continue. You had one of those magic 2-minute runs yesterday when all hits was gold, Ignition, Redolite, Canarium. That is why we do this. That is the ones. 20-minute run, yeah, that is what makes you feel good. That's how Mafia works. They make you feel good. First taste is free. Doesn't work too well with Entropia though. Trying to promote that whole free-to-game ideology. It's not like people are pouring in here. But I think Entropia is a lot like that. You sustain yourself for just to keep yourself going, and then you hit those short bursts there where you really get paid and everything is bliss. And then you go back into the whole grind and just wait for those periods to come back. Can seem weird, but yeah, that's how I feel about it anyways. And the numbers seem to support it a bit though. Oh. Get out of the ground, you stupid mob. It's the only reason I don't mind the rest of this island. It's because the mob is bugged. It's because of a bug. Like I don't mind there being mobs in this area. I definitely could grind my way through that because the mining on this island is pretty damn good on average. But my only reason for this island being inaccessible is because the mob is bugged. It's because of it's because of a bug that we have a giant land area that's pretty much unusable. Beans. When good stuff, it's gone, and it doesn't matter what finder you use. I think it's a bit disappointing. Yeah, I think what you said there and what we talked about earlier, that resources are capped, so once you've emptied out an area, it's just gone. Yeah, it is disappointing. It's the wrong way to go about it, in my opinion. Yeah, I've had in Sanarium area, I've done 200-300 drops runs, not found a single stone of Sanarium. Then came back the next day, found 3 stones, and then the whole thing was just empty again. And you normally found it in the beginning of the run, and then it's just gone. It's not really sustainable for making you want to keep playing. I don't know why I like to hunt these Dorios once in a while. Not really what we want to find, but yeah, we'll take it. It's definitely slowed down here, but we'll finish this area here. What we're doing is decent enough. Yeah, and then he comes out of the ground. go into the water. Gig Summer Man, how you doing? Welcome back, man. It's good having you here. Oh, the Derp Slayer, yeah. It's definitely some derpy stuff going on with those things. They're really annoying. I think it's been like this for a very long time actually. That bug is no way new. You shut down EU for today? Yeah, it had to end at some point, right? It seems pretty slow now. We had really good mining in the beginning of the run, as usual. And now it's, yeah, meh. I'll probably just finish this amp here and then go unamped or something. See if we can find some rares. That's always, in my opinion, the best strategy when mining is slow. Go for rares. Turn over a low amount of pets and just chill. What's up with this tree? Got the shakes. Man, we're finding garbage in this area. You've not found a single claim with more than 105% since login. After you logged in, neither have we actually. Can you please leave? No, actually, we had I'm probably just head out with some low amps now to see how Chinook is. Go for some Redolite and Rugerits, see if we can find some of that. Because this is brutal right now. Oil, oh my god, the misery continues. You're mining an area with gold, redolite, canarium, rugerites, and teradite, so it's pretty insane not hitting anything above 105. Yeah, and devils and dianthus as well. Yeah, it seems like, as you said there, they sometimes it just seems like the whole pool of good stuff has been emptied out. There's not much to do actually, in my opinion anyways. I just try, obviously I'm gonna finish this area. This area is pretty damn good, normally. And not much to do but then shuffle around a few areas, see if you can find some server part that has something left in it. Chinook jungle probably isn't it, but we'll try that, and maybe some Dianthus later. There's a few good Dianthus spots on Eudori. I want to keep trying out a few once in a while. But this place is supposed to have Solace Beans, Devil's Tails and Henrin Cube as well. We haven't found a single claim of Henrin or Devil's Tail either. We have found 2 claims and like half the normal amount of Solace Beans we find. So it's definitely bad. Beans dry today, yeah. We found a few. We found 13, 14 pet of beans. But we normally come back with 30, 40 pet of beans from this place. So it's pretty brutal. And very often they claim of Henrin Cube or Devil's Tail as well. Need to get an alarm system going with an app in the App Store. EU has a good mining period warning system. Yeah, we've been trying to crack that code for years. Keeping an eye on Entropia Life, as you mentioned, and yeah, just checking the HOF list, seeing if is the average HOF higher than normal, and trying to figure out whether or not this was the time to really go hard. But it seems to be quite hard to determine, because I've tried logging in when the HOF list has been just pumped and beefed up, and it was supposed to be good, but it just wasn't, at least not for me. Yeah, but Entropia Life needs to make something like that. They have the globals per capita function, where you can see how many individual globals are being tracked and if it's higher than normal and stuff like that. But I've tried it in the past, and yeah, as I said, I've logged in and went pretty hard in periods where it was supposed to be extremely good mining, but just wasn't. Oh, he's hurting. We better help him, put him out of his misery. Well, our claims here got bumped up a bit. We have been finding average claim size for the last 30-40 minutes, but the last couple here has been mediums. That's normally a good sign, but we'll see how long it lasts. The last one. Oh no, 9 left. Oh, and fruit. can't wait to update the rule with the new Huff here and our Sanarium. All in all, this should be close to 1k profit day. It's pretty good making $100 having fun, isn't it? We did Huff, yeah, but we hit a 900 and just in the first 10 minutes of the stream, we hit a 984 pet Blausorium. And 2 claims later, we hit a modest Sandarium. Thank you, thanks a lot. Yeah, feels good, man. Grinding it out. I did expect, of course, that we were gonna hit some Huffs here and there, but it was sooner than I expected. Yeah, I started using a finisher when killing. I really think it was a leak I had. I was leaking pets over killing small mobs. So I needed to plug that. Oil. Oh. And we're done. We'll quickly see how we did here. Obviously we had a huff, so but I'm not gonna take that into the equation just yet. More interested in how we did on average. Oh, we got a claim here. Solace beans! Hang on, I'll just rebomb this to the north. What's the size? Four little beans. Oh, can we do it? Oh, no. What's up, bros? Oh, wow. Yeah, we probably need to take that huff into consideration. We've spent, let's see, that's 750 minus. It's 710 minus 230, so it's about 480 we spent, and we sold at 150. So we, oh, actually, we are only 50 pet down, and then obviously we have the Huff, and we have the Sandarium. So we actually ran, even without the Huff, we pretty much evened it all out. So yeah, that's pretty damn good. Oh, I need to save this actually, because I need that for level 1 amplifiers. I remember that much. And it was Blauserium as well I needed, I guess. Just need to check here. Oh, that was it. It was probably for the basic variants. So I'm probably gonna do whatever clicks I have here on very small conditions, see if we can get a few. It uses gas and lubricant. I don't really... Oh, hang on, what's this one using? Yeah, this one uses basic wires. Huh, we can go mine out. I'll probably do that instead. No, it uses elicitness and gasadite. It's too much. So how much is this? 116. What's Sandorium markup? 1333 we sold the last thing at 1333%. So it's extremely, it's a run saver basically. I don't get your hopes up here. This is not big huff stuff. Probably better off watching it, Euphoria. If you want to see that kind of stuff. Not a single success, come on, it's supposed to be 60%. So 8 pet success, that's pretty damn stingy. But it's only 25 cents each drop. Wow. Get wrecked. Oh, we got another one. So we got 2, that's pretty good. So let's see what we can find here. I need to get rid of these. I really hate crafting on condition. Feels so bad, man. But you're just north from me now, and another green dot is north from you. Yeah, this is a crowded area. We'll see. I might jump real quick. If my hit rate is low, I'll definitely jump out of this area real quick. It's probably the most popular mining area in Entropia. Also have this little bad boy here to drill out before we leave. It's gonna take a while. So I'm using the level 1 amplifiers on the ore finder because we can still find rugorites with that amp. We'll still have those occasional berry pores, so we need that for rugorites. Oh, sweet. We might jump real quick here. We don't seem to really get any interesting finds. Claim rate is low. If we don't get anything on this one, I'll probably just jump. And we did. last one. Yeah, hit rate is really bad, but this is an overmined area, so I try to stay away from. This is prime time right now, and there's a very good chance. We know Strachan probably had his fingers in the ground here, pulling out whatever was left, and there's a very good chance there are other people mining it as well. This might be over mine as well. Then we'll continue jumping. Maybe do this area up here. I haven't found any Sandorium up here lately, but might give it another go. So besides the universe and in general is slow right now, mining an area which has most likely been mined shortly before you is just gonna make the whole thing seem way more depressing than it actually is. Oh, Giovanni Steam, good times. Obviously there's a good chance, I don't know if it works that way, but personally I felt sometimes that if someone is running through an area with very large amplifiers on, it feels like you can sometimes pick up the scraps behind them, and we are using small amplifiers. And personally I think that gives you a better hit rate, but what do I know? on here. Just need to check something with the stream real quick. There we go. Oh, nice. Flipped over my bottle. Thank God it was empty. Oh. Misclick. No red light at all so far. That's a bit of a shame. No. These 90s songs are so legend. switch too fast. With these kind of claims, I was about to say with these kind of claims we're definitely not making any money, but then Cave Chat shows up. Can we get a little more of that? We'll be fine. Come on. Red light. Boom. Built. You got a red light just outside Chinook TP, typical. Yeah, I've actually found a lot of red light just the whole way around Chinook jungle TP area. Seem to be pretty good when it comes to that. We're only getting Belcar here. It's not good. I'll just drop one more here and I'll probably jump across the river. See you, Srakan. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. See if it's better. This is pretty dry, actually. Yeah, I'll drop one more here and then I'll probably just TP out and drill out the Blausarium because this is brutal. I guess I can just mine in towards the TP. Nah, there's no point in keep dropping here, it's not gonna change. We've gotten what we needed. I did hope that going down in amplifiers, not dropping, turning over as much pets could kind of force some of the red light or some good stuff out of the ground, but yeah, it just didn't come, did it? Just everything decided to stay in the ground. We'll mine for Sandorium all the way to the claim. Might as well drop a few for and matter. Need to use the DSEC file in this area to get that sweet Henry cube and Devil's Tail. It's just, man, everything is just completely dried out. Even in matters, I don't believe that a lot of people are mining for matters in these areas here, so the matter field in this place here should be pretty fresh. It's just nothing. Nothing. Oh, Henron stems. Good times. We got a sweet little markup in matter there. Small though, but it's good. Hey Marty, see if there aren't hotkeys for those dropping ores and matters. Well, with all the switching between, yep, I've said it a few times. I would prefer, now I have the DSEC miner. The DSEC miner is the one I use for matter in this area. So when I click this matter button here, it's supposed to stay for matter on the DSEC miner. And if I switch to the TerraMaster, which I normally use for ore, it should stay for ore. Like, it's right now universal, so if I choose ore, it's ore for all finders. And yeah, that's kind of stupid, pointless in my opinion. So yeah, they need to make it in finder based instead of like just universal avatar based or whatever. It is pretty pointless having it the way it is right now. Right. I'm probably just gonna drill this one off stream here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. It makes my experience so much better mining. Hope you had fun as well. Maybe we learned a little from each other. I believe I definitely did today. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. I'll probably be on tomorrow morning, do a short run for a couple of hours, maybe 3 tomorrow morning. So yeah, if you got the time, don't forget to tune in. Otherwise, thanks a lot for being here. Make sure you take care of yourself and take care of your pet card and take care of each other out there. Oh, by the way, I need to host someone. I'll probably send you over to Deus Ex. He's a cool guy. Does some sweet hunting runs. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Good luck.